In the quiet suburb where Lisa lived, routine and familiarity defined her days. Her modest house sat at the end of a peaceful cul-de-sac, surrounded by friendly neighbors and well-kept lawns. Everything seemed idyllic, at least until the peculiar occurrence began. It started innocently enough. Every night, at exactly 3:33 a.m., Lisa would be startled awake by a faint tapping sound. At first, she dismissed it as the result of the house settling or a distant branch brushing against her window. However, as the nights persisted, the taps grew louder and more deliberate. Lisa, normally a composed individual, found herself increasingly unnerved. She tried to rationalize the noise, blaming it on the wind or nocturnal creatures, but the tapping seemed to echo with an uncanny rhythm, as if someone or something was desperately trying to communicate. One night, unable to endure the mystery any longer, Lisa mustered the courage to investigate. The house creaked under the weight of silence as she tiptoed through the darkened halls. The taps continued, leading her to the basement door. With a shaky breath, Lisa descended into the dimly lit space. The tapping intensified, becoming an eerie symphony in the quiet of the night. As she approached the source, she discovered an old, dusty mirror tucked away in a forgotten corner. The tapping was not coming from the mirror itself, but from the reflection within. In horror, Lisa watched as her mirrored self, with hollow eyes and a sinister grin, mimicked her every move. The tapping seemed to emanate from that otherworldly version of herself. Frozen in terror, Lisa could not tear her eyes away. The mirrored doppelgänger began to speak, its voice a distorted echo of her own. It spoke of secrets Lisa had never shared, whispered regrets, and foretold events yet to unfold. The tapping, now synchronized with the mirror's words, reverberated through the basement. Frantically, Lisa tried to escape, but the mirrored figure held her gaze captive. It promised to reveal more, secrets buried deep within Lisa's soul, as the room plunged into an unsettling darkness. The next morning, Lisa awoke in her bed, drenched in sweat. The tapping had ceased, and the mirror in the basement stood innocently against the wall. Shaken and sleep-deprived, Lisa questioned her sanity. Was it a vivid nightmare or a chilling reality? Night after night, the tapping persisted, accompanied by cryptic messages from the mirrored doppelgänger. Lisa, tormented by the haunting revelations, faced a choice: confront the mirror's revelations and risk losing her grasp on reality, or live in perpetual fear of what the next night might unveil. As the tapping continued, Lisa's nights became a relentless descent into her own subconscious, and the once familiar house transformed into a realm where the boundary between reality and nightmare blurred into an inescapable, sleepless horror.